All right, this last video is probably the last thing you'll need to know for reading most regular knitting patterns, and that's how to bind off. So we're going to go ahead and bind off a few stitches so you can see how it's done. The first thing you do is slip the first stitch onto your right needle. You don't need it. You don't want to make it too bulky. Then the next one, you knit the next stitch with a regular knit stitch. Now before you go on and knit any more stitches, you take your left needle, slip it into that first stitch that you slid onto your right needle, and then pull it over the one you just knitted. So now you have only one stitch left on your right needle. Now we'll go through, we'll knit another stitch off the left needle, and then we'll take the previous stitch and pull it over the one we just did so that we only have one left. And I'll keep doing that and make sure I never have more than 2 stitches on my right needle. Every time I'll pull the one over, so then I have a nice bound off edge, and I'll show you what that looks like in a sec. Knit a few more, knit, pull the second one over the one you just did. And I usually pull these out fairly loose. A bound off edge can get a little bit tight, so I pull them out a little bit looser. Knit, pull the previous one over, knit, pull the previous one over. And now you can see I have a nice finished edge on the top of my piece where all those bound off stitches are. And you can do that up to the very end, and then you just pull, you cut your yarn and pull the tail through, and that finishes off your piece. So that's how you bind off.